Hello there. I'm making this one because, god damn it, I just needed. After what happened yesterday on, let's just flat out say it. I saw fight. I saw fight on the Steelers side, maybe not so much on defense, but still on offense. That offensive line with Rodgers. I saw fight on the Cincinnati Bengals that are maybe not riddled with injuries, key injuries in the sense of way, but still they were fighting, goddammit. And I was seeing all of it. And it made me remember about like title of this stream is The State of the Ravens. And you know what? I literally just am reminded of all the failures that the organization has had in the Lamar era. We stay 2 seasons too long to Greg Roman, even though many of us don't count the pandemic year, for the evolvement of the offense. But still, it was like, okay, that you can run now in 2020. What about getting passers? While we drafted Rashad Bateman, I believe there was better wide receiver in round one. Also, if we're drafting, no offense to Rashad Bateman, I mean he's being good when he's available, but at the same time, coaching is like, do you have the wide receiver coach for making wide receivers on the Ravens, Pro Bowlers? Do you have them? Apparently, we didn't change that. We had Keith Martin and T Martin and Keith Williams, but still there was no changing on the offensive part because the schemes were not there. What happened to the I think the best way to actually say the passing game existed is because Lamar had his plays. I think he grabbed some of Morningweg's passing plays, and actually said, you know what, if we're not getting the Greg Roman looks, we're just going to change them in the line of scrimmage. That comeback game from the Colts in 21, those passing schemes that he had, I think they resemble somewhat Morningweg. There was not Greg Roman. Greg Roman doesn't go 1-3. One tight end, three wide receivers. So, yeah, he goes with heavy formation. I don't know. It's just a cruel reminder of not being able to see what's apparent. And the apparent is that John Harbaugh, before Lamar, I would say EDC, but still it's not EDC. It's more so Harbaugh, because Harbaugh says, I want these players. The GM, even though he has the scouts and everything, what they do generally is the scouts go on, they recruit they make all the tests, and then from all the players that they have interviewed and everything, the coach says, I want these guys. Regardless, I mean, no disrespect to Hollywood, but we could have got DK Metcalf. I know he was still on the board when we grabbed Hollywood. Why not sacrifice some draft picks, get DK Metcalf? You got Hollywood and you got Metcalf. That would force, as EDC would force John Harbaugh and Greg Roman to change the offensive concept, because then you would have a possession receiver as in Metcalf. You would have a speedster in Hollywood. Who do you double? The speedster or the possession guy? So, and you have Mark Andrews that he was developing on its own. It's just stuffs there that we have discussed on Bobby's Baltimore Discord, on the Vault, on other Ravens channels, and the media is just trying to catch up. But it really marks that the state of the Ravens, it ain't good. It ain't good, and I don't see changes. I mean, you got CJ Gardner Johnson, and then after 1 week, you cut him. You cut him. He wasn't the reason we lost. He was the reason the defense held. You cut him, and that tells me they're in a state of panic. Like they don't know how to fix things, even though they know who the cause of the problem is. What the cause of the problem, because it's not just John Harbaugh, it's also EDC not pressuring enough, Steve Bisciotti not pressuring enough, John Harbaugh too. You know what? Get out of your ways and just win. It's just winning. You don't coach to manage the game. You coach to win the game. You don't manage the game. Because if you manage the game, that's waving the white flag already. That tells me, player, oh, if the head coach is just managing it, you know what? We already lost because he doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have a plan. He doesn't adjust on the fly. For someone that admires Navy SEALs or Green Berets or the military, them guys adjust on the fly. It's like, oh, you know what? This didn't go according to plan. Okay, adjust here, and there, and that's it. They don't stick to the game plan. You know what the game plan is? Is win. Simple as that. The game plan is win. Win the game. How? However you can. If they're not letting you run, then pass it. If they're not letting you pass it, then run. You know? So I don't see that. For a guy that admires the military and adjusts, he doesn't adjust. He doesn't adjust. And them guys adjust, and that's why we keep losing. He still manages the game instead of going for wins. I don't know what else to say, man. It's just I saw, I don't know, last night I was reminded that for as bad as the AFC North looks, the Bengals and the Steelers still have fight within them because they fight not just for the organization, they fight for their coach. They fight for the pride of the city. I don't see that on the Ravens, mostly because I think they don't believe in the head coach. And I think Harbaugh has them conditioned. Like, I don't know. Things have to change. And the first change is like, Harbs is done. He reached his limit. If Bisciotti wants to win this year with the team that we have, with the talent that it is right now, he has to take him out now. No excuses. I know they're buddies, but one thing is work and one thing is friendship. You can be friends all you want, but if he's not giving results, you got to kick him out. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. It's not like, what does he do? What does he do on the field? If he lets his coordinators coordinate, then what exactly does he do? I would do a better job. I would actually do a better job than him, because you would see the game is like, oh, the game plan is easy. The game plan is to win. How? Whatever way, adjust. The run's not working. Hey, the run's not working. We got to pass. Passes is working. Adjust the run on heavy formations, or try different runs. And if one type of run just works, we'll go with that one. Hey, they can't stop the run, but it's like, we can't pass, but they cannot stop the run. We'll run it down their throats. Pause. Hey, they cannot stop the blitz, but they're getting us on every time that we send four. You know what? Blitz. They cannot stop the blitz, and that gives us a chance in man to man. Let's go for it. I don't know. And any draft picks. That's one critique that I would give to EDC. I don't care how many draft picks we have if they are not quality. We have had drafts that we have like 10, 9, 11. I mean, are you serious? Draft picks, I understand that they're the future to rebuild a team. But if you precious draft picks over getting that guy, a trade of a guy on its prime, or if you're gonna draft like, hey, this is a star, we were already drafted. You know what? I'm gonna sacrifice this year's picks to get that guy because I need that guy. You need dogs. You don't need good people. You need dogs. Last time I remember, the Ravens were dogs. They were not good people. They were dogs. They were hungry. I mean, Ray Lewis, yeah, he had that case, but still, even though he's a good person, but on the field, that I think that's the misconception. Right now, he looks like a good person because he is a good person. But when he was playing, he was literally holding everyone accountable since rookie. Because that's what he was building. He says, do your thing, and if you're not doing, you're gonna get called out, and it's gonna be harsh words, and you know what? Yes, there's gonna be fights, but that's how you forge a team. You gotta have strong personalities in the locker room to actually make it work. Right now, I cannot pinpoint you anyone other than Lamar, but Lamar speaks more so on actions than his voice. You would say Roquan, but Roquan is not it. It just seems off. It's not the Roquan that we acquired. I don't know if Harbs shut him down or something. I think we miss a Marcus Peters because he was that dog. He had that personality. You had that on CJ Gardner Johnson, and you cut him after one game when he was not the issue. So why get him? Why get him? I don't know. I'm disappointed. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Atlanta game that's coming next weekend. I'm going to the Miami game. But my dad, because my dad is a Miami Dolphins fan, and we were supposed to go to two good teams to a game that featured the Ravens as the Ravens and the Dolphins as the Dolphins. Right now, it's looking like chickens versus tunas. So I don't know, and I think we're gonna go. We're just gonna enjoy the experience, and that's it. That's what I told him because he wanted to just move everything. It's like, nah, let's just go. The experience. Let's enjoy this father son time. So I don't know. I really don't have high hopes of them fixing things. I don't think Harbaugh's going to get out of Harbaugh's way, because I don't see it. It just, there's no clear answer. And even if it's muddied, you had before Lamar, you had the 2014 team. You had the 2016 team, if I recall. And it all went to waste. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just rambling at this point, but there's the issue because it has been talked to death. Um, we know what it is. We're desperate for the change. Many would say, "Oh, if you fire Harbaugh, who's going to be the head coach? You can put Pagano in. You could put Monk in as interim, and next year you just go and hire Clint or Clay Kubiak as your head coach." You know, um, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. And they got to do something. And if they don't make the change now, like now, I don't see it. I really don't see it. So those are my thoughts. Hope you guys enjoy it and stay safe. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. As always, big trust, even though many of us Ravens fans don't have it on the organization at this point.